iPad Zoom meeting, so.
So
Well, let's see. We still have echo.
Well, I hope Don doesn't mind coming here then.
is the audio on your computer muted?
The audio on my iPad, which is, well, it's controlled now with my Samsung thingy. Now it's down to 0, but I won't be able to hear you, I'll bet. Let's see.
You can't hear us through your phone then?
Can't hear you.
Okay. Stephen, are you throwing a suggestion out there? You're muted.
It's a good experiment for everybody else as well. All right, I will disconnect you.
I know that I've done it on a laptop. Do you have a laptop you could do this on?
No more echo, Lynn.
Oh yeah, you're
I
right.
know, well, because I disconnected you.
Oh.
I'm just on my phone.
Okay. Connie, do you have a laptop?
No, I don't have a laptop, Lynn. I have an iPad and a phone, and that's it. and a very ancient desktop.
Okay. I'm trying
I'll
to,
go sign in with my iPad. It's a little easier than the phone anyway.
I'll think of ideas for you. See how it's done effectively.
But you shouldn't be getting an echo now because it's only you and me and the phone.
Yes.
No echo.
No echo.
Yeah.
Chuck, you were
My
going to
volume's all the way up, which is interesting.
What was that, Lynn?
were you about to say something and we interrupted
I just
you?
wanted to update after last
DVD?
week's session. I called Discounts.
Mm-hmm.
They do not put any copy protection on it.
Huh.
But for a nominal fee, which was like $5, they converted the file to an MP4,
Right.
sent it to me, and I am now able to open it in iMovie where I can pull out screenshots.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just got that late yesterday afternoon from them. So when they made the DVD off of VHS,
Mm-hmm.
it was like $20, which is,
Mm-hmm.
normal. For $5 more, they'll give you an MP4 file
Mm-hmm.
of the same thing. I didn't get it at the time, but I got it later.
Mm-hmm.
So that basically has solved my issue with being able to get screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
So just wanted to keep you in the loop on that one so that you know
Good to
what's
know.
going on.
That was my suggestion that I was going to offer to do, was digitalize the DVD
Yeah.
to an MP4, because I digitalize people's VHSs too. And I am at the point where I don't want to give you a DVD like anymore. I'm just like, it's too much effort and work
Yeah.
to do that.
But it seems to be working at the moment. We'll see how,
Good.
we'll see.
Could you do it in QuickTime too?
I haven't tried it, but I probably could since it's an MP4.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go. Like I say, I just got the file late yesterday afternoon. Haven't really had time to do anything with it yet,
No, I'm
other
glad you
than
got it.
try to import it into iMovie, which I was able to do.
Good.
Beyond that, I'm still figuring it out. Thank you for your help.
Yeah. Wish we could have fixed it for you. My guess is it was a VOB file on the DVD and that was causing issues.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was off the top of my head.
Yeah. Do you guys have questions today? No, you know everything?
I have just one little one.
Yeah.
You'll be happy to know that I'm really getting really close to backing up. I still haven't done it. But when I say, okay, I want it to back up, say Wednesday night,
Mm-hmm.
obviously the computer has to stay on the whole time it's being backed up. Is there a place that I go to and say, don't ever sleep? Would I be able to find that? I'm like, that's what I figured I need to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want us to show you how to do that?
Yeah, but you can't, I can't give you my screen because I'm on my laptop.
You could, if you're on that, are you on the laptop that you want to back up or
No.
no? Okay.
Because I don't
Um,
have a camera. I don't have a camera on my desktop.
Right, yeah. If it's the same, if it's a Windows computer, is it both the
Yes.
same operating? It would be the exact same way to do it on both devices. So,
Okay. Well, I don't have anything on my laptop basically other than whatever's Google shared or
Mhm.
Google, synced up.
mhm,
Because I don't do anything on the laptop yet. So there's not even anything I need. And besides, everything I have on here is going to the cloud, right? So it's saved.
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, do you want us to show you how to get to that or send you a link?
Get to the cloud or it was
to-
interesting because
you're on.
it may have been something you sent me before that was how to back up on Windows. And I read through the whole thing and it was like somebody had done a video or a YouTube with it. And then it got to a section where it said, but Windows may not support this any longer or whatever. And then it told you how to do it. And I assume that meant go this far and then put it on an external drive, is what I'm thinking it meant. Now, I'm not sure if that's what you already sent me. Did you send us a link? Do you remember? Because I bookmarked that link, but I don't remember where I got it.
Yeah, we've talked about this a couple times, so my guess is I've sent you a link to
Yeah.
it.
So I think I have that. But I mean, someplace though I saw, and I haven't gone through all my notes, that they said to unselect the cloud when I go to backup.
Mhm.
So, and to
You're
not
backing
just,
up to a physical drive, yes.
right. Okay. Is that my only thing or
So if you have a backup hard drive like
Yes.
this,
yes.
you want
And
it
I
to
actually
back up
have-
to that, not the
Yes.
cloud.
Okay. But it said, all right, I got it. Yeah. Hopefully. But
If you have-
it probably won't be till next week that I actually do it if I tell the truth, because my grandkids are coming this weekend. And also we're going to try to do the virtual choir recording this weekend. So that's I got to do that first.
Understandable. Good luck with that.
Yes. Oh,
Got a lot of time for it.
well, the hardest, not a lot of times. Is that what you said?
2
Yeah.
weeks.
I know. Well, yeah.
And Bev doesn't know either of those songs.
No, of course I don't either. I've learned the songs pretty much, but the hardest thing is last time they wanted a dark background, and I said, well, that's a no-brainer. It's a showstopper for me because I don't have any place I can get. And he said,
That
oh, just do
doesn't either.
anything. But now they're saying definitely do a dark background. The only way and of course now I have a laptop so I can move around to find someplace. The only thing I've thought of is that I have vertical blinds in my kitchen, on the sliding doors and the kitchen window, and they're navy blue. And I don't know if if I have those shut,
Close to black.
huh?
That's
works.
close to black.
Well, that's what I was thinking. That's what I'm planning to do. But my granddaughter has done a bunch of stuff for her acting class thing. And so she's, of course, not that she's done anything with backgrounds because she just does it in her family room. So it doesn't matter what the background is, but that's what I'm counting on them helping me with. But yeah, it's not much.
What Bill and I did the last time was we got a dark colored blanket and tacked it up to the wall over a photograph. I mean, but we tacked it up to the wall to make a dark background.
Yeah, the last
'Cause
time
we don't have any dark spaces at all, right?
I know that, my last time when I was at my desk, there's not even any way I could have tacked it to the wall other
Right.
than put screws in the wall or something there was
Oh, no, we
place.
definitely, we use our iPad and our iPhone, so,
So you
and
could go
boxes
where-
on the kitchen table.
I know, and
Yeah.
everybody, and everybody thinks, oh, it's just a short thing, oh, it's short songs. Well, the songs are the least of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Finding the place to do it is the most difficult.
And yeah, oh my gosh. So anyway.
I know Ed McFalls has said too, he's willing, if you want to go to his house, that he'd be
Yeah.
willing to help.
Okay.
But if everybody did,
We could have a party.
yeah, right. Yeah, we'll see.
Oh my.
You gonna shoot the video with his drone?
Oh yeah.
I'm so, a video what? With the-
Did you see the email this morning? There was that drone video that Ed
Oh, yeah.
had done.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool. That was cool.
Stephen was asking if he would film you with the drone for the
Oh.
choir.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking it's going to be easier with at least them helping me with it. Because I mean, I had to take care of everything. And like, of course, I had just one ear plug in. And so I had the other thing going behind me. And while I was singing, it came out in front. And, but you know, that's like, I don't
Yeah.
know. And Connie, I forget what part you sing. Are you
Alto.
alto? Okay.
Mhm.
Because my question is, and this is, keep this in this group, the soprano tract, and I'm not even sure who's singing it, doesn't sing it exactly the way that Bob is conducting it. For example, a cutoff is held through. And I'm thinking, which way do I sing it? The way he's conducting or the way she's saying it? So
The way she's
Probably
singing it.
singing it the way he's conducting it.
that's exactly what I'm
I
doing.
would
Because I
think.
went and looked
Yeah.
at the other three parts and they all had done it the way he's conducting it.
Yeah,
So that's what
yeah,
I
yeah,
thought.
yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
just have to cut her off, so I guess. I mean, it's great to be able to sing with someone instead of have to do it yourself.
Well, what happened to me on the last one was that after not singing at all for 3 months, I lost a lot of my upper range.
Yes.
And so, because I sing first alto, but not that it had mattered in that particular piece. But he said, what they said to do is they said, just mouth those words because there's so many other people singing. No one's going to know that you're not actually singing.
Right, right.
So it's harder to
Yeah.
do that as a soprano when you've got the melody. But
Well,
even so, yeah.
Well, and what I've done is I've been sure I've been singing since the last time we did that, because that happened to me too. I hadn't sung much and it's like, oh my gosh, where's my
Right.
voice?
Exactly.
But anyway, enough of that.
Other questions, things besides virtual choirs?
Virtual choirs and trying to do a Zoom meeting and a big group.
Yeah. You guys have
Well, I
become-
have a question. I have a question, Lynn, because the newest thing that the session did said that you can have a group meeting in Spelman Hall as long as people who don't want to come to Spelman Hall can still see it via Zoom. So how are they doing it?
They're using a laptop. The staff tried this a while ago. We plugged in a laptop to the
Yeah.
TV, and so the computer was picking up. We set the Zoom once Zoom was on the TV. Oh, this might be
Right.
the answer. Zoom in the above the little caret or arrow thing next to the mic button on the bottom left. There's sound output. You can select a speaker system and do a so you could have, say, the iPhone as your microphone, but I don't know.
Well, you can think
Because
about it.
we-
We don't meet till the second Tuesday. What?
But yeah, we plugged in a laptop, and so it was using the computer's mic, but we were hearing it through the TV, if that makes sense.
Well, but I was using my iPhone's mic because my TV doesn't have a microphone. Well, I just have
It
a
was picking
microphone.
up both.
Yeah, but even when I turned the TV down to zero, mute it.
Yeah, we had to change next to the mic button on the left-hand side of your Zoom. If you touch your
Well, my mute is up. My mute button is up top.
Yeah, and I don't know with an iPad if it would be different, But
Yeah.
there should be audio settings, and you can test a microphone and switch the speaker to, say, the TV, and you want the microphone to be,
There, if I go into the three little if I go into the three little dots,
yeah,
there's a thing that says disconnect audio.
yeah, that might be it.
Okay.
Or, but I would try it under audio settings. Go to the little caret arrow.
There
thingy.
is no audio. There are no audio settings on Zoom on an iPad.
That's my fear. That's my fear.
It's got meeting settings. Maybe it's under there.
No, it would be
Uh,
audio related.
No.
But if there's a general settings button, it should take you to the general settings, and then you could go into audio. But the church is looking into getting a better audio, or a better speaker microphone type system for if people do come into the church for a meeting, because it is challenging. You really need to be right in front of the computer or the iPad to.
Well, that's what I figured. If somebody wanted to ask Don a question, they'd have to walk up to the iPad or whatever that was connected
Mhm.
and do that. But maybe he'll be willing to come. We can socially distance from him. That's not a problem. And we're all masked and we have no COVID. So
That's a discussion you can have with him.
I know, I will.
Welcome, Karen. Glad you could join us. Other questions, concerns? Challenges of life?
How did yesterday go with chapel?
Chapel went good. We had, I think, we had 12 sign up, but I think 9 actually came. And so they were spaced out all across the sanctuary. I think I did a wide shot on the live stream at one
You
point.
did, you
did.
did.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
that
good.
was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice.
But yeah, I think the hardest challenge is we have these like pre-packaged communion cup and
Right.
and wafer, and you really need to have like your fingernails or like be very careful, because you can very easily
Spill
like
them.
open it up, well, or open up just the juice, and then you can't get to the cracker, and so you really need to like master that. We should do like a little tutorial video, like how to open this.
Did you have many attend on Sunday in the parking lot?
We had 130 or 140
Ah.
signed up, but probably 90 actually came.
Okay.
I know we opened the registration up 30 more households,
Right.
but it was about the same number of people that actually came as
Okay.
last time.
Yeah, Lynn, if they're not allowing singing, say
Mhm,
at chapel, but they
mhm.
do allow it outside, why can't, with their masks on, why can't they sing in the chapel thing? They're all very socially distanced. Or they were, yeah.
Well, Karen's on the task force, so she might be a better
Okay,
representative.
Karen.
But
Ask that again, Connie.
If we can sing outside with masks on,
Right.
why can't those who come to the chapel sing with masks on? Because they're all very socially distanced.
Well, it's still high risk.
my
Consider.
guess is with it inside too, it
Yeah.
doesn't, it's more goes into the system,
Okay, yeah, that's,
the air conditioning system versus just nature. I don't know.
well, you're not taking your mask off, you should still be okay, but.
Yes,
No.
Stephen.
No.
They say that even with a mask on, singing is 10 times the
Oh, I know, I
spray.
know.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
So
I think
get a
that's,
very
that's
wet,
the
you
mitigating
get a very
factor.
wet mask is what you get.
Yeah.
I would say if you could like just speak the word or sing like whisper style, might be okay.
I'll just stay at home because I can sing at home for
Yeah,
chapel.
yeah. That's what I like.
I don't have a
Challenge.
dire need to be in the sanctuary. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. We
Okay.
have to say, yeah, Steve, Chuck.
Do you know where they did the video of Ron Bellamy and Linda Lorgas on Sunday? I didn't
It-
recognize the venue.
It was Linda's church,
Oh, that's
the
okay.
Lutheran church. I'm blanking on the name
In
of it.
Unionville?
Maybe.
Okay.
It
I was trying to picture the facility. It was a nice little chapel. Or
was. It was.
I
They
knew it
sent me
wasn't
that
our
video.
church,
I didn't have to do it. It was lovely.
It was nice.
Yeah, they did a good job. But
Hmm.
And they were socially distanced very nicely.
yes. Yes, they were.
Well, Chuck, I was saying it was, I was impressed that, okay, there's 3 different sections and the way they put them together on the screen, that was good. And then it blew me away at the end when they were all there, because here they
Yeah.
were all in the same place
Yeah.
at the same time, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that. Then you could see the entire room, and it was really
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, it was. Very
I'm
cool.
thinking, gee, is that in the corner of the building that I haven't been to yet?
Yeah.
It was a neat little. I wondered if it was at Linda's church,
Mhm.
but I wasn't sure. I've never been to Linda's church either, so I don't
Mhm.
know what she has there. But it was nice.
Mhm. Yeah, it was.
Lynn, I have a question.
Of course.
I had backed up my PC because I'm planning on getting an iMac, but I have not done that yet because of different issues. But since then I have done some other documents and pictures and everything on the PC. If I plug in the passport again on my PC,
Mhm.
would it take the new stuff, back up the new stuff? Or does I have to do it all over again? Or do I have to get another device?
Nope, you can still use the same passport thing. If you when you set up your backup, if you set it to do it every day or every week or whatever, if it wasn't just a one-time backup, when you plug it back in, it should just overwrite the old backup and just add the new files on top of it. So it shouldn't.
Okay, yeah, I did it once.
do.
I only did it once. It's not plugged in all the time. So if I plugged it in again, it will override the previous and get everything else again.
Add the new stuff, yeah. And they
Okay,
might add different folders, like here's your backup from October 1st. Here's your backup from September 15th.
okay,
But it
Okay,
won't take
great.
as long to do because it has all of the ones that you haven't touched. But make sure your backup setting is set that every day it backs up, and then anytime you plug in your passport, it will just pick it up and do.
okay,
So you might
Okay.
want to check and make sure how often you have it set to back up so that
oh,
it does pick it up when you plug it in and doesn't wait a week or two. Yes, Steve,
You talking about incremental backups?
maybe.
An incremental backup is exactly what you're talking about.
That's
it
how
look-
Macs back up. Do PCs back up?
It
different?
only looks at what changed and backs that up.
oh, great.
And is
Okay,
that a
that's-
choice? Did you
it-
choose that when you set it up?
Probably.
Okay.
They may change the wording so that it's not as obtuse. But if you see the word incremental, that's what they're talking about.
okay,
It's
okay, thank you.
it's less space on your external hard drive, so you can add more backups that way. The challenge is if you have some corrupted file from your last backup and you fix it for the next one, it won't do that. So there are pros and cons for doing both kinds of backups. But for your purposes, I think you could just do incremental backups. Macs, for if you use Time Machine and are on a Mac like me, it automatically does those backups. But I don't know if you can change it to back up everything. I'm sure you can. Just have to look. Good question though.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Other questions? Look at you guys.
No, we're running out.
You don't need me.
Oh, yes, we do.
Oh, yes, we do.
Well, and I have another question.
Okay, go for it.
My iPhone and iPad are Apple, obviously, and the PC is not. So,
See.
but they synchronize. So if I delete something, the emails on one, it
Mhm.
deletes it in all the other ones.
Mhm.
But for a couple of days now, it deletes on the PC and the iPhone, but not on the iPad. The iPad keeps the stuff, so I have to go and delete, let's say, the emails from there. So is there a way that I have to refresh that synchronizing?
Is it your, what kind of email account is it? Is it a Verizon email, a Gmail,
It's
Comcast?
a Comcast.
Comcast?
Hmm.
What my guess is the iPad, for whatever reason, lost its syncing. Is it bringing in the new emails? It's just not
Yes,
syncing
it's
with
bringing.
what you're doing.
It's bringing the emails and everything. So when I delete them on the iPhone, deletes iPhone and PC, but it doesn't delete on the iPad.
Mhm.
So when I open the iPad, I have all the emails, so I have to
I saw.
delete them.
Is there a new update for your iPad? I know they've done new updates.
No, that's the problem. That is the problem, because I had the same thing, and then eventually there was an update for the iPad and mine sync again. But we just updated the iPhones.
Mhm.
So the iPhone had a new update, but the iPad doesn't yet.
Oh,
You can go into your just general settings of your iPad and make sure, because sometimes there's a new update, but it doesn't notify you for a couple days that there is an update.
Yesterday.
okay.
So I can show you how to check that. I have another suggestion that we could do if you want to do it that way as well. So this is a good lesson for any iPad or iPhone users, just generic, let's see. Okay. Let's screen share. Where is my iPad? There we go. Okay. Maybe. Maybe not. Try this again. Maybe. A plugin. Is this new? Zoom. Stop doing all these updates. There we go. Okay. So if you go to your settings, you can see at the bottom here, it's on my bottom left. And then you go to settings on your iPad or your phone, and you go to general. You see how it says general over here on the left under my face. If you scroll down,
Yeah,
there's settings or general, which is highlighted. And then if you go to your right, there's about software update. If you click software update, you can see, even though it didn't if it notified you that there's an update, there's going to be a little red like a red one or something next to that general thing. There is no one, but there is a download there that I need to download and install. So it hasn't notified me that it needs to be done yet, but it is there. So check and see if that fixes the problem.
So I just check on that
Check on that.
to download it. Okay.
Make sure that if that doesn't fix the issue, I would say maybe go under Mac Mail or your mail settings and delete your Comcast account and then add it back in, which would mean, you
I
know,
don't think so. I'm scared to death to do that.
you'd be fine. It would be simple, but my guess is whatever happens in a few days, it will eventually sync up. They always do, but it's cumbersome and annoying. But see if that update will fix it.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, but it's always good to check updates and do your updates. We've talked about that before. But
Lynn,
yeah,
I have that same update 14.0.1
yeah.
on my iPhone
Mm-hmm.
that's download and install, but it hasn't told me that it's there yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same update for the iPad and the iPhone, evidently.
Right. Yeah.
Although I would think they should be slightly different, but evidently it's the same upgrade.
My guess is it's just reformatted a little bit because they are so similar looking.
Yeah.
But if you haven't done the install for 14 yet, it is going to look different. There are new features in it. So
Whoopee.
I like some of the features. For the text messages, you can now pin them to the top, which sometimes somebody will text me and I don't respond to them right away. And then I forget they texted me and I still need to respond to them. So it's a way for me to notify and be like, hey, remember to look at this person. So I do like that feature.
Oh.
Probably the best of all of the ones that I've noticed thus far.
We'll see what happens when the time comes. But I
But
could download it now because it says download and install.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say go ahead and do that. I know my mom, when she did the 14 install, she had issues, but then it kicked, and the 14.01 that just came out fixed the issues that she had. So do both of those updates. There's probably 2 if you haven't done the 14 install yet.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good to check that from time to time. If you follow any tech news online, or just maybe that's me for you, they usually will tell you, hey, there's a new update, and then you can go in and get it. But it's usually a couple days before the phone actually tells you that, hey, you've got this new thing. And I'm sure it's the same with Android phones similarly, I'm sure. Could be wrong. But, questions?
Maybe this is a quick one, maybe not, maybe it doesn't matter, but I notice when I go to retrieve an old file,
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 places that say documents,
Mm-hmm.
and they have some identical things and some that are not. Now now that I have, this wonderful backup, I have plenty of room,
Mm-hmm.
tons of room, but at some point I might want to go in and reorganize that. But I've also noticed I have trouble deleting things I don't need anymore.
So when you say send to trash, it doesn't actually send them to trash?
I didn't have that option. Maybe I'm just not doing it right.
Are you on
So-
that computer that you're having trouble with? You want to look at them?
It's not really a problem, but yeah, let me see.
Let's fix it now.
Oh
I know
yeah,
other
just
people have had
hold
trouble.
on.
I know other people have said that they want to learn how to reorganize their files and things, so.
Let me get rid of things except for,
Although,
oh, not that. I can't get rid of that. Okay, let's see. Get rid of that.
do you remember how to screen share?
So, yeah, I will. I just want to get it up first. If I can.
It's like cleaning your house right before somebody
Well,
shows
see,
up.
I go to LibreOffice and then I go, well, maybe we'll start from that. Okay. So let me, all right, screen share.
Hmm.
No, I want to get it up first. Maybe I'm looking the wrong way. Hang on, talk amongst yourselves while I get ready. Oh, now I did something. What did I do? Yeah. Okay, let's go down there. All right.
While she's doing that,
Yep.
Mike, all right, this is the first time I've had a camera on other than a phone. And obviously there's a little light with the camera that lights your face. Is
Yeah.
there a way to make that brighter or lighter? Brighter or
camera?
darker? Yeah, no, the light that's illuminating your, well, it's
Oh,
the
you're
camera
from your
light.
device?
What?
You can change the brightness on your on your phone and things. Is
Yeah,
that what
but
you
what
mean?
about on your laptop? I don't mean
Oh,
the
on
what
your
I'm seeing on the
laptop.
screen.
Sorry.
I'm wanting, for instance, to me, I look like I'm really lit up compared to you or anybody else on the screen. Is there a way that, is that because the light on my camera is so
Today.
bright?
You have a bright house.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
know
true, I
it's,
guess.
I'm next to a window and it's really cloudy out, so it's
Okay.
probably not that. But you can change the brightness coming from your screen if you want it brighter or darker.
Yeah, but so you guys ought to make yours darker so I don't look so bright. No, all right, that's okay, go ahead. And red.
Okay, I can probably do this now. I was trying to get it full screen and that was the hardest part.
Okay, it's not even that, okay.
Select a screen you want to share. Oh, okay. I see how we're doing this. Okay. And now what?
You pick the screen that you want to share.
Yeah, I'm clicking on that because that one's kind of highlighted. Can
And
you
then
see
there's
it?
a share screen button.
Yeah, I hit the share and it said, how can I get back to Zoom? Let me get back to Zoom.
Click the little blue button.
Trouble is I have something in the middle that's blocking everything. Okay. It's green for me.
Yeah.
And this pop-up comes up that shows everything that's on my,
And the
Right.
first thing should say screen. Screen or desktop.
screen. Okay, but that's
And
where
then
you are.
there's a
Okay,
share button.
and it's not doing that. For some reason, it's just screen.
Screen shows us that's your whole screen you're going to share with us.
Yeah.
And then when you click the blue share button on the right of that pop-up window, do you see it at the bottom?
No, I'm seeing like the documents page is in the background. The Zoom that I've been looking at is overlaid on top of that. And when I clicked share screen, there's another thing coming on top of all of that off to the side, which says select a window or an application that you want to share. And there's either documents or screen that shows both Zoom and the documents. And I've tried both and it's not helpful.
Well, you click on one and then you have to tell it that you want to share that one. That's what Lynn's saying. There's a blue button in the bottom.
Oh,
after
I
you
think I
pick which-
see. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Optimize screen sharing for video clip? No, that's not
You're
it.
not sharing video.
No. Okay, you know what? We can do something else. This isn't working. Don't worry about it.
The share button on the right, next to optimize for video, that's not there.
Oh, wait, I see it now. Oh, that took too
There
long.
we
Yay,
go.
Here we go.
Oh. Okay, so can you see my nice big peel pointer?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I love that. Anyway, so if you look over here,
Mhm.
there's documents, and there's documents, and even
Hmm.
down here, there's documents. And some places, they're like here, it's descending alphabetical order. They're just, like I said, some are duplicated and I don't know what to do.
Stephen, you're the PC guy. Did she just accidentally somehow get 2 documents on her sidebar?
Yes.
So we just right click the second documents and it should,
Yes, that's what I would do.
Okay.
Right click on
the one
this-
under pictures.
on the second one under pictures, exactly.
Yeah. Then what?
Remove from quick access.
Yep.
You see that under scan for Microsoft?
Yeah,
Yep, click that.
Bye.
okay.
And then do
Bye.
it again for the second one.
The other one.
I'm not going to lose anything important, am I?
No.
No, you're not deleting any files.
Okay,
You're taking away a link.
okay.
And the
So-
third one, that's the same as the first one. But you want to take out this second one as you did the one above it. Not that
This-
one.
That
This
Not
one you
that
want
one.
to keep.
No, not that
No, no,
one.
I
Not
wanna
that
put-
one.
Okay,
Go up to under
Under
pictures and
pictures.
before music.
Yeah, under
Oh, this
pictures
one.
again. That one.
I right click
Yep.
and remove from quick access.
Mhm.
Okay,
There you
Now
go.
you have what you should have. Because the first one is your quick access, and the one down at the bottom
That's
under
li-
libraries,
yeah,
that's the pointer to what used to be called My Documents. Now it's just called Documents.
okay,
That's the folder that Windows creates as part of the operating system where they suggest you put all your documents. The
Okay.
one up above
this one.
under quick access is just a pointer to that same place.
Okay,
So Betty, do you see where it says library under this PC? There's a little down arrow next to it on the left.
yeah.
If you click that, it's going to hide all of those so you don't have
Ah.
to see them.
Yep.
So I only have to look in one place now.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I
Yeah.
did that.
Sure.
All right, I will. Now I
was
stop
easy.
share.
Do you want to see, or was there, you have no longer have duplicates, right, that you have to delete?
I hope not. No,
Okay.
no, I think that's it.
Okay.
That was great because I had the same problem. So that was great.
That's why I always listen, because if I don't think I have any questions, somebody else will ask the question I should have asked.
Yeah,
Am I
that's
off?
great.
Am I off
Just
screen
keep it
share
quiet.
now?
Yeah, you're off.
Yes,
Okay.
you are.
Then I'll expand there. Okay. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Lynn, I have a question.
Oh, wow, cool.
Oh,
Never have questions.
And it's a PC question, so you'll probably just opt out.
We'll
Yes,
listen.
I get random crashes.
Mhm.
Mostly when I get on the internet or I am navigating on the internet.
Mhm.
Is there any way I can diagnose those myself, or do I have to actually get a professional to look at the computer and
Um,
just hope it crashes?
It sounds like malware's on your computer, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
wow. I
usually
have
what
Big
those
Bad Avast. It should have
are.
caught that.
So you are running antivirus software because they normally
Yes. Yes.
they can usually fix those bugs. I know somebody did an update and it was giving them crashes. All of a sudden, and they reinstalled the update and it fixed it.
Huh.
Was there a new update for Windows that you did that might have caused that? That you could
I
install?
do them so infrequently. It's so long ago. I don't know.
Okay.
It's been happening for a long time, but
Mhm.
it's totally random.
Huh.
Oh,
Um,
message.
Is there an somebody's throwing an idea out there?
Is that Terrence? I
It
think
is.
Terrence sent. Let's look in the chat window.
It might just go to you. I don't see it chat.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
It did. It did just go to Stephen.
Oh, okay.
I just asked for your email address since you're the PC expert.
I'd be glad to share that.
Okay, thank you.
Me too, me too.
Me too.
Throw it in my, I
How
can
about
throw it
if
in
I
my
just put it up
report if
for
you want.
everybody?
That'll work.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
Stephen,
I
I'm gonna
won't
put
put it
your
up.
phone
I'll say
number
it.
and your email in my debrief.
I'm sorry.
Do you want in my debrief email that I send out? Do you want
Oh,
me to
that'd be
put your
great.
phone number and email?
That'd be great.
Okay.
You could also Stephen, you could also just post it in chat right now. It's
No,
always
you can't.
it's always good to wear suspenders and a belt.
Um, can I, instead of sending it directly to you, Terrence, can I send it to
You know how to
everybody?
change that?
Yeah, sure, that works.
Oh, there we go. Everyone. Okay, here it is.
So that's a question, Lynn. Does everybody know how to use the chat box? I take it it's fundamental.
Probably not.
Does everybody
No.
at the bottom see a little button that says chat and it's a little message bubble?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Click
Make
on
sure I
that.
spelled it right.
But
All right.
do we have to
And-
click?
There we go.
Yep.
Now everybody should be able to see what I just sent.
Did
Yeah.
the
Got it.
little red notification pop up on that
Oh,
little
but now,
chat?
but okay, but then how do we get it?
Click on the chat.
He's Siam the third.
Because it went away when somebody said thanks.
I
Did it
still have it.
go over on the side? So now on
Yeah.
mine, there's all of you guys, but then there's a column that says chat.
Yep,
See that?
yep.
And you should see something from Stevens with his email and then a message from me that says everyone.
Yep, right.
Does everybody see that?
Yes.
Yeah, got both
Yep.
of them.
Okay. So at the bottom, if you want to type a question, if you're too embarrassed to say a question, you can type it and we can see. So at the bottom right now, mine says everybody, it says to everyone. And then there's a type message here with a cursor.
Right,
Does everybody see that?
right.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
So you could type something out and post it and then just hit enter and it will do that. So I want you to test that and make sure you know how to do that.
And you can pull down that little caret or
I was going to get,
Mhm.
little down V, and you can send it just, if you're really, really, really embarrassed about the question, you can send it just to Lynn, and she'll just glance over it and just make it like she thought of it herself.
You're bad, Steve.
or if you go, what is Lynn wearing today? And want to make fun of something I said, or she's so young, you know.
And
she's
if
lost it,
anybody's
you can make
wondering
fun.
where that email address came from, I will show you something that explains it.
okay.
Good. Yeah,
I am, can't, feel like I have to pin your video.
SPC.
Stephen, I think your microphone is your headset, so it's not picking up.
And there's a story behind that, but I won't bore you all with it.
Oh,
You're missing out on all your fun stories, Stephen.
Actually, it's a short story, but like I said, I
we,
won't bore
you
you
got
with it.
time.
Yeah, we have time.
Actually, I have an answer for Betty Ann. You said you were having trouble getting something to full screen.
Usually I'm good with that. It
Oh,
was just when I
okay.
was trying to get the files. There were too many things on top of each other.
Oh,
And I
okay.
couldn't wipe one out without losing everything. So
Okay, but you
I
know
figured
about
it out eventually.
the buttons up on the top right that let you
Yes.
minimize and
I
make
do.
bigger or smaller.
I
Okay.
do. Thank you.
We should go into shortcuts sometime. We won't do that today, but shortcuts make life simpler.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
If you remember them.
I have almost nothing but shortcuts on my desktop.
You could make a Post-it note and put it on your laptop or
go.
put it on your office wall with a cheat sheet. But they save you a lot of time sometimes. Like there's a shortcut to make things full screen usually.
Oh,
It's like that. So you just have to type in Command F or Control F for PCs,
Yeah.
right? So.
I don't use many control sequences, so I can't answer that.
One more thing I'll mention since I'm thinking of it. I got my mail-in ballot yesterday. Does everybody
Wow.
know
Me
how
too,
to
yeah.
sign up for that
Got
online?
ours, yeah.
Just got it. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Just wanted, if you had trouble ordering it on the computer.
Uh-oh.
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 Did it crash?
Oh.
He's on.
Crash.
No,
on.
that's not good.
Uh-oh.
How
Bye,
timely.
Steve.
Never good words when you're playing with your computer. Uh-oh.
That's right.
Well, for me, when I first started using a computer, it was hearing my kids say, "Mom, what did you do?" That was
Yeah, right. Well, that's as bad as when you tell the doctor some symptom or something and they say, oh, that's interesting.
yes.
Yeah, Karen.
Never saw that one before.
Right.
I just wanted to put it out there because I did this yesterday when I got my ballot. I accidentally, on the back of the outside envelope that you have to turn back in, it asks for date. And I put my date of birth
I almost did that.
Oh,
instead
Oh,
of the date yesterday. So when I hand delivered it over to the election office, I asked, what do I do about this? And they told me just cross it out, initial it, and put today's date on. So,
Mhm.
but he told me when I did that I was the third one yesterday that had.
oh.
I was this close. I was like, oh no.
I
That's
did
good.
You have to do
too
like,
big of a hurry.
yeah.
This is a mini advertisement for Marist Grove. We have two districts. We have our own voting booth here, and all of the poll workers are residents of Marist Grove. And only residents of Marist Grove can vote there. So we have two districts. So even though we ordered an absentee ballot, we decided we're going to go vote in person. The heck with that. Since Pennsylvania doesn't count them until election day.
Well, and now it says that they have to be in by the end, election day, but the law has been changed.
Right. It's going to take forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to
I'm
cut down
voting
the
in
mail
person.
by 2
Yeah.
votes. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys all sorted that out. Good. I'm proud. Oh man.
Even trying to reconnect again.
Yeah.
Yes, I think he's trying on a different device.
Yeah.
My phone battery died.
Oh,
I mean, my PC battery died.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
no.
Oh, you just have the worst luck, Stephen.
We thought you crashed on us.
That
know, it's kinda
happened once
scary.
during a gathering of men. That was embarrassing. I was leading that night and the PC
goodness.
crashed.
That's funny. Battery life.
It wasn't funny.
Yeah. One of the first world problems we have.
Now, how do I get video on
Oh.
my Android?
We see
Uh,
you.
Well, we don't see his little, we see his little picture. We don't see,
Picture.
Oh, right. You're right. Okay.
when you logged in, there was in the setting.
I thought it was, and I
We
clicked
saw you
on
for a
it, but-
second.
Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. Back. What the
You
heck?
That's the screen.
My screen is blinking.
Is the battery dying?
Oh, you've gone again.
There you are.
There you
Oh,
are.
there we go.
There you go.
Now we have two.
Nice.
Of course, I don't have any idea what I look like. Oh, there I am. There we go.
Nice.
There's Lynn's beautiful face.
Oh, you must be in speaker view. Anything else before?
I got here just in time for Lynn to turn off the meeting.
I can stick on and talk. Bye, Phil.
Just,
Good
no,
to
I
see
I have a
you.
question
Oh, yeah.
about the voting. I was under the impression that 10 different libraries in the county were going to be open on the 13th of October. But are you able to, my ballot just came yesterday too. Is there a place in Westchester or elsewhere in the county where you can take them before the 13th?
Mm-hmm.
The election office,
That's down on West Town Road? in the
right.
county
There's
office?
a mailbox in there as you enter the building on your right-hand side.
So you can take them there now, obviously.
Yes, yes,
Okay, thank you.
I
I
got
think
a
the
card
address
in
is
the
actually
mail.
on the envelope.
it is, yeah.
Yeah, I saw the address there, and I heard there was going to be 2 libraries open as kind of election offices, one in southern, one in northern Chester County, that are different than the other 10. But I guess you can't take your ballots to one of those yet. But we live in Phoenixville. It would be closer to us to go up on 401 at the
If you
library
want to hold
there
it
at
till then,
Ludwig
you
Corner.
could, but I'm paranoid.
How's that?
You could hold it until then and go in October, but I'm paranoid. I just want to turn it in.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Understood.
Yeah, I got a card in the mail that said there were going to be several drop-off points.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
Chester County Library in Exton is one, and the Government Services Building, but not the library in Westchester.
Mm-mm.
Mhm. I'm sure there's a list online, and you could put in the zip code, and I'm sure it would show you all of the
Okay.
available ones.
Yeah.
The phone number for voter services on West Town Road is 610-344-6410, and I'll put it in the chat. And you can save chats too, Lynn.
Yep.
You know that.
Do you want to show them how?
No pressure, Terrence, no pressure.
No pressure.
First of all, let me unmute myself. And then let me go over here. To the extreme right of where you can direct to whom the chat goes to, there's a little folded paper icon that says file and then 3 little dots down there. And then if you click on those 3 little dots, it says save chat. And then the chat goes to I think it goes to OneDrive on my laptop. That's where you find it ultimately. So the whole stream of chats that we have here will be saved there, and it's really helpful if you're taking a course or something and there's a lot of back and forth and questions and postings that people do, websites and such. You can save the chat, and then on my laptop, which is Windows based, OneDrive is the automatic backup to the cloud for us, and maybe it's not automatic, but I made it semi-automatic. If you
Is that
go,
where your downloads go?
Mine says on people that are Mac users, there's a show and finder, and it will show you where on your computer it went to. I don't know. For PCs.
If I click save chat right now, I'd get everybody that said anything today. Is that what I'm saving? The whole
yeah,
line?
the whole string.
If you
How do you-
want that.
Okay. So be
That's
careful what you
another way
say.
to keep my email address.
I'll send it out too if you don't save.
Yeah.
But yes, can be helpful sometimes if you need that in writing.
Okay, I posted the phone number. At least it's for the director of voter services. And if you go to the site, obviously you can pick up all those contact information.
Mhm. Other questions?
I kind of solved a problem, but it'll come up again. I have a track phone. It's a smartphone, but not very smart. And I was texting someone, and I hit send,
Mhm.
and I waited it, to let me know that it sent it, and it just kept going. And then finally it said failed to send, tap again, tap to try again. And I did that several times throughout the day, and it never went through. So I gave up and emailed, and then somebody else I was texting, and I had the same problem. So finally I thought, I'll go the old route, and I just restarted, and everything was fine. But do you have any idea why? I mean, the battery was fine, everything was good. It just
Betty
wasn't.
Ann, I used to have a track phone, and I would have to, if I was sending something that was bigger, I'd have to make sure I selected data. Are you always on data, or are you on my phone? Otherwise it wouldn't go because there wasn't enough bandwidth. I don't know what the word is,
Yeah.
but
Well, I check the data from time to time because, you can't run out of that. Like with a track phone, you can't run out of minutes and things. And I have something like 13 gigabytes, which I think is good, Lynn.
That
I don't know.
Tremendous.
So I never worry about it.
The only other issue I can see would be if you were in a location that had bad service. But if you were in this, like if it was your home and you don't normally have issues in that particular spot.
Well, I was in my home when I was trying to send it, but it was to a person I was going to meet. I hadn't seen for a while at Longwood, and I was going to tell her when I got there. And, I thought, oh, this is not good. This is how we're going to, communicate. Luckily, she came walking towards me before I could figure out what to do there. But when I came home and I just restarted, everything was good.
Yeah, you learned the best lesson. Turn it on and turn it off and turn it back on again. That's the first thing troubleshooting advice I give everyone for any device. Have you tried turning it on and off? But yeah, there are times where it just won't send for whatever reason. I'm like, it makes no sense why it's not working, but it just does.
So it's not just me. That's good.
Not just you.
Okay.
It happens on my phone too. Not regularly, but once in a blue moon.
I have that through Comcast app, but once in a while it won't go. So I just send it again and off it goes. It's just something at the moment that doesn't want to play right. And if you wait a couple seconds and try again, it seems to work.
Mhm.
So,
I notice it mostly with iMessage. It's an error, but if I send it as a text message instead of iMessage, it works. So basically, it's a blue box. If you're an iPhone user, instead of it being a blue message, it's a green message. Blue means that it's an iMessage text, which just goes to Apple people. The green text messages are text messages because they're going to and from Android devices normally. But if iMessage for whatever reason isn't working, it switches to text. I probably lost you all.
And I'm going to have to go. It's getting late. So
Oh, yes, yes.
Thank you
Sorry,
very
guys.
much.
Good to see you all. I'll see you next week.
Okay.
Thanks
Yes.
so much.
Good.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Figure out what's going on with your computer or your TV.
What's
Okay.
that?
Connie's having trouble with Zoom on her TV.